G'day guys, Skits here, and welcome to part 3 of my Black Ops 2 wishlist series. Today I'm joined with Baracho Bambi. Do you want to say hello, man?
Yeah, what's going on, guys? It's Baracho Bambi here. Some of you might not know me, some of you might. Yeah, it's good to be here.
Yeah, I decided to get Bambi on because he's an awesome player, and you played a lot of Black Ops, didn't you?
I did
Yeah,
a bit too much, I might say.
yeah, you know a lot about the game, and you're a really awesome player. So I figured, you'd be an ideal person to get on. Today, I wanted to specifically talk about with Bambi, kind of the game modes we want to see, and kind of the playlists and all that kind of stuff. So the first thing I wanted to kind of bring up are wager matches, because obviously they played a pretty huge part in Black Ops, the original Black Ops. What do you think about wager matches? Do you reckon they should make a return? And if so, what do you think about them?
Oh, absolutely. Like wager matches, I probably played an equal amount of wager matches as I did normal playlists, and I reckon they should bring them back, and they should bring back High Roller as well. That was amazing
Oh
fun.
yeah, that I had some of the funnest moments and some of the most annoying moments, to be honest, like losing like all your money on that. I think the whole idea of COD points was really good. I really enjoyed that. And like obviously wager matches were great. Like playing a one in the chamber was really epic.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. I really do hope they bring it back. And what do you think of COD points? Do you reckon they belong in the game in the next Black Ops?
Well, the thing I love about COD points is once you unlock that gun, you can just use them to buy all the attachments. Like you don't have to wait until you unlock a specific attachment. That was my favorite thing, hands down, from a player point of view and a YouTube point of view, because what it allows me to do is like unlock them straight away and get, like the reviews out and stuff for the viewers, and it really helps. Like I don't see any negatives,
Oh, I know.
which is
Yeah, that's so true. Like, I think COD points definitely do belong in the game, but I guess we're kind of straying off topic here, aren't we?
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I definitely would like to see wager matches make a return, and I mean, knowing Treyarch, they probably will bring it back in. The next thing I wanted to quickly bring up was the kind of the game modes from Modern Warfare 3, like the whole community playlist with Drop Zone and
Yeah.
Infected. Do you reckon that stuff should make a return, and do you think that should be a big influence on like big part of the game?
Well, I like the idea of them. I don't know if we'll see Black Ops 2 have both community and wager. I think they'll stick to one or the other. But the cool thing about community is that, well, what they should have done that they didn't in Modern Warfare 3 was make it so it didn't include to your stats at all. Because what you're seeing in games like Infected is people playing really conservatively because they don't want to affect their stats when they should just be having fun.
Yeah, no, that's the thing that I particularly loved about wager matches in general. Is they didn't go towards KD, did it?
No,
Wager
no, no,
matches.
no, they
Yeah, so
didn't.
you could literally just go in with a mate, have heaps of fun, and that's what I really enjoy about, I mean, Infected and all that kind of stuff. Like, even though it does go towards your KD, which I'm not really big on. I don't care about KD at all. I love it just because you can, go into the game mode and have a lot of fun. And I mean, that's just what I loved about Black Ops. It was a really fun game. What do you think about, the actual normal game modes like Team Deathmatch and all that kind of stuff? Do you reckon they should add, any other game modes, or do you reckon they should do anything to the game modes that aren't already there or anything like that?
I'd like to see a return of Kill Confirmed. I reckon that's a really good addition. I wouldn't like to see it back in Ground War. I don't think it has a place in Ground War. That should be just Domination and TDM. But yeah, some of the stuff, the new games in Modern Warfare 3 should definitely return. Like you're seeing in this gameplay here, it's once you stop caring about your stats and you can have fun, the game just becomes so much more fun. Like you see, I'm just running out and dying, but at the same time, I'm racking up a bunch of kills. I think I go like 97 and 12, and that's just a beautiful thing about Black Ops that I hope translates well into Black Ops 2.
Yeah, that's definitely true. The fact that you could just run out and have heaps of fun. And there weren't too
Yeah.
many campers in it either. I mean, there was, a fair few, but not as bad as Modern Warfare 3, at least for me. But yeah, no, I definitely agree with you in the fact that Kill Confirmed, I think, was one of the most genius ideas. I'm pretty sure it was actually from like Crisis or something, but nonetheless,
Yeah, yeah.
I definitely do think it like does belong in the game. Maybe not for Ground War, but yeah, as you said, I think it is definitely a good part of the game. Any other games you like to think? I'm thinking, do you remember War from Call of Duty 5?
I didn't actually play COD 5 when it was in its prime. I've played it since. I played War, but the thing is, when I was playing it, there weren't a full team, which kind of entirely defeats the purpose of War. But if that was in a separate playlist, like they had a maybe even a specific big team playlist where they have such like games such as Big Team Search and Destroy, Big Team Headquarters, something like that, I reckon would be a really good addition.
Yeah, because on on PC and all that kind of stuff, how they can get mods and it's like 16 versus 16. I think console could
Absolutely.
kind of go in that sort of direction where it's just a lot more fun than just sort of 6v6 every now and then. If yeah, War was basically, it was a lot like Headquarters, but it had a bit of a twist to it. I really liked it, and I really want that to make a return. And also there was the one in Black Ops, the original Black Ops. There was that specific game mode. I don't know what it was called, like Bare Bones or something, where you couldn't use like Ghost or something along those lines. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, yeah. They had two different modes. There was one that made it a lot like COD 4 in the sense where you only had your UAV, airstrike, and helicopter, and then there was the one where you had no gun attachments, no kill streaks, no perks, and I played around with it a little bit, but I think the COD 4 one was a lot more fun than the completely bare bones. But yeah, that was definitely something they should bring back.
Yeah, because I think what Modern Warfare 3 really needed, I hate to go back to Modern Warfare 3 constantly, but I think it's a good game to compare. I think Modern Warfare 3 really needed a playlist which would sort of just balance out all the annoying and noobish things about the game. Obviously Ghost was a bit of an issue and overpowered guns and whatnot, that kind of stuff. I do think they do need game modes that can kind of balance certain things out. And I'm pretty sure,
Exactly.
didn't Modern Warfare 3 recently add like game modes where you could basically do like 1v1s and 2v2s and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I actually haven't played those yet, but I think they're called Face Off.
Yeah. I think they should really add those as well because I think that really adds like a tactical element into the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, one thing I'd absolutely love to see in Black Ops 2 in terms of game modes is we know that Treyarch aren't a big fan of snipers, but the thing about that is what if they built a separate playlist for snipers that completely changed the way sniping is in Black Ops, where you can quickscope and say it was a one-shot kill, much like a lot of people do in private matches, and that way you get a lot of the trick shotters out of the playlist, so they're not taking places of players that will play the objective, and it's still a lot of fun. Like I personally enjoy playing 1v1 quickscapes and stuff, and yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
a really good
that's a
idea.
very good point, dude. I really
Even
want.
for wager mode.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a good point. I also want them to like kind of just to back up what you said, bring in like a sniping only game mode because like a lot of people had issues with sniping, quick scope, and all that kind of stuff. And if they just had a playlist dedicated just to snipers or maybe even dedicated to shotguns or dedicated to certain way people like to play, even like knifing or something, that could just
Like
add another sort of
yeah,
way of playing the game.
something like a free for all lobby where you get assigned to a gun each, and then the whole team has to use, or every single player has to use that gun. Maybe
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, no, I think that could be really interesting. That could add a lot to the game, and even like a free for all game mode that they could kind of make like a sort of what was it gun game except have more players. I was thinking that would be a really cool thing to have in the game. But anyway, it looks as though the gameplay is winding down. Huge thanks for coming on, man. Did you want to say anything else?
Well, I just want to say thanks for having me on here. It's pretty awesome. And just gonna plug my channel a little bit. If you guys want to just come check me out, and then I don't know if you like my stuff, subscribe. But it's Baracho Bambi, and thanks once again. Huge thank you to Skits for allowing me on here.